everyone. Hi Stacey. Hi Sarah. I can't read your name. Hey Jenny. Hey Edlin. Hello. Hi Phoebe. How you doing? Hey Caitlin. Hello Charlotte. Hello everyone. How's it going? Thank you for joining us today. This is our second week of distraction tactics. We are, hey Erica, hey Cara, hey Alison, hey a little cup of something, hey Aileen, hey Olivia. How's everyone doing today? I hope you guys are alright. I hope you are, hey Nick, I hope you're doing alright in isolation wherever you are in the world. It is very nice to see you all. Thank you so much for joining in. I can't really talk, sorry. For tuning in for week 2 of Distraction Tactics. It's our film club, and we're here to hopefully try and not think about the slightly weird, surreal, scary realities of life for a minute. Thanks so much for joining. Hello. So we are touring the world via films because obviously we're all locked away in our houses, and there's very little travelling happening right now. Oh, hi, Ken from Philippines. How you doing? So this week our film is Hunt for the Wilder People, and I wrote you guys a new jingle. I hope you like it. Sorry if it's a bit embarrassing. Well, it is what it is. Let's see what you think. Here is week 2's jingle. That was week 2's jingle. I hope that you like it, or that you hate it. We're here for a debate. We're here for a conversation. I want to say a massive thank you to everybody who's been sending in their questions and their comments. We're a little bit overwhelmed by them all, and we've done our best this week to try and include as many people as possible. We have Rowan from Egypt sending the questions, Lad in Russia, Antonia in Austria, Rita in Finland, Rena in Thailand, Rafia in Pakistan. It's mind-blowing to us. Thanks to you guys all tuning in, and I hope wherever you are in the world that you are staying safe and looking after yourself, and I hope that this is a little bit distracting. Right, so we should have a guest this week in the form of the director of the film, Taika Waititi, who wrote and directed and cameos in the amazing film that we picked this week, which is Hunt for the Wilder People. We are journeying together to the beautiful, beautiful country that is New Zealand. I've got a map for you because, we all like maps, and it's nice to see where we are. So we started in England last week with Shaun of the Dead, and we thought we'd just sort of hop, skip and jump to the nearest country on the opposite side of the planet, which is New Zealand. And it was very hard to choose a Taika film because they're all fucking brilliant. And we are big fans of his, and a lot of you guys were pretty forthright with your opinions about which film you think we should have picked. People were into Always in the Shadows, Boy, got a lot of why didn't you pick Boy. Along the comments on the bottom, which film do you think we should have gone with? Okay, excellent. Director, people seem to like shows. Yeah, you guys seem to really enjoy Taika, so thank you for that. Sorry for my inability to talk to a camera. But I wanted to first of all say we have some Distraction Tactics fans in the form of these lovely, amazing people. This is Georgia Hack and Alice Fulton. They're obstetrics doctors They're on call tonight at the Whittington Hospital, and they are Distraction Tactics fans, which is amazing. We want to send them all our love, and thank you for keeping the world going in the midst of all this craziness. And just a huge thank you to all the NHS workers and healthcare workers around the world. You lot are fucking amazing. I don't know what we'd do without you. Thank you so much, and thank you for being part of the Distraction Tactics Film Club. Thank you all for being part of it too. So, Emma from Germany asked why we chose the film. Thank you for your question, Emma. It's wonderful, escapist distraction. It's got great music, beautiful New Zealand scenery, amazing performances, great direction. It doesn't shy away from the complexities of life, but it's very heartfelt and funny about misfits finding human connection, and I think all of that feels like just wonderfully relevant at the moment, particularly the bit about connection. I just love it. It's hilarious. It's Taika's unique directing style. The use of music is perfect. I promised later that I would try and sing Ricky Baker's birthday song. That's probably going to come at the end. It's going to be bad. I'm not going to lie. I've tried to learn it. I've listened to it a million times. I've got a little keyboard, much like the one used in the film by Bella, but it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be terrible. Basically, you're going to watch me just continuously mess up. So I was going to bring in a guest now in the form of Kyle Simmons from the band Bastille. I'm going to attempt to use technology, but I'm pretty bad at it. So let's find him. Here we go. Right, Kyle, are you there? Hello.
It's me, it's you again.
How you doing?
So good. It's been 1 week, and
what's happened 1 week on?
Same again. Pretty much same again. I'd be in my house. And so that's what's happening.
Okay.
It's good. Keep alive. Thanks to things like this. Like there's a lot of kind of like things in the world at the minute, like bring people together and like go and watch films, and then we can talk about it and have discussions and sort of just big collaborative projects, which is it's really nice.
Right, and that was the whole point of this, to get to show off some of our favourite films from around the world, to pretend that we're travelling a little bit.
Exactly.
And let's face it, this is the only conversation we're going to have all week, so it's nice to just see your face.
It's really nice. It's just like the 16 pixels that my Wi-Fi is assembling together of your face just look amazing.
Yeah, you do. It's just like being on stage with you. It's just like being on the bus with you, smelling your farts from the bunk above.
Hey, that's how we do it.
Taking back, man. And who knows when that may be again.
I know. How weird is that?
This is as with most people, this is the extent of our relationship.
Yeah.
At the moment, and that's cool. It's just nice to stay in touch with people, right?
It's important to do it. So everyone go and do it.
I agree. I absolutely agree. So I'm going to read you some questions from fans of the film and members of the film club from all over the world who have been wonderful and sending lots and lots of questions. I'm going to start with a pretty easy one. Jackie in Los Angeles said, basic question, but what did you enjoy most about the film?
All of it from the beginning to the end was fabulous. I don't know. I loved how unlikely the relationship between Heck and Ricky is, but how believable it becomes. They're so separate. This like rigid old, grumpy, cantankerous old man, and this like kind of like misfit hip hop loving kid.
I love his love for hip hop and so
good. Yeah. And it's really impressive and it's believable. And I think because they're so mismatched, they kind of accidentally fit together. And then just watching them sort of go through the forest is just amazing. I love it.
It's like two like potentially semi sort of charmless characters who, through being together, kind of unconsciously wear each other down.
Yeah.
Someone just said Dan wants to be Ricky Baker. I would love to be Ricky Baker. If I could be a quarter of the man that Ricky Baker is, I would be a much happy person. Oh, Kyle, Taika has just come in, so I'm going to go to call him in for a second. Call him in.
I'll be here.
And then I'll come back to you, yeah?
I love it.
I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Alright, so, Taika, hello. I'm going to try and drag you in. Here we go. Has it worked? It's connecting. Oh, hello! How's it going? You're right.
Good. Dudes and people and dudes.
Hello from me and everybody watching the Distraction Tactics Film Club. How are you? Where are you, man?
I'm in Los Angeles, trapped in a little room, and got all my stuff moved in here with.
Oh, nice.
I signed up day to day, week to week, year to year, those suitcases. I don't know why. But I need it.
I know what it's like to travel the world with the bin liners. Nice view. What were you saying?
I don't go out there much later.
You had a haircut?
Yeah, I got very bored and my hair got too long, and so I got my kids to cut it.
Oh.
I gave them clippers and some scissors.
Free reign.
And I made a real mess, and then I had to clean it up at the end. And well, I found out the shortest bit that they'd done, and then I had to match it to that. And then go, and then it turned out to be this one.
You did the cleanup.
Yeah.
I've
just been right to
wow, is that the deal? Nice. Amazing. I need one of them, dude. I've tried shaving my head so many times. I always leave very big patches. That basically pointed out to me. It's a skill. It's a skill that I don't have. But you know, we're all having to make do in these situations, right?
We're all trying to make do, guys.
We're doing our best. How are you, man? You doing all right?
I'm doing great. Yeah.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations on winning an Oscar.
Thank you.
That's the most fun.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for reminding me of that. Sort of things walking down this year, but that's right. Cast my mind back a couple of months ago.
That must have been so weird going from that to this, which is
to this room.
It's strange.
Yeah, no, it's been cool. It's such a strange time at the moment, and as we all know, I like to think that there's going to be a bit of a reset, and that we'll all kind of come out of this sort of having reevaluated what's important and things. I mean, I've spent so much time with my kids in the last couple of weeks. It's been amazing. I wouldn't have done that if everything was back to normal. I'd just be working, and and I'd be singing, and the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon every time I went off to work. But now it's just like we're just doing everything together. It's cool.
That's so nice. Yeah, I know. It's a real the sort of slowing down of everybody's lives. I guess it's a real reassessment of everything. I guess for someone like you who's travelling all the time, just forcibly having to be in one place for a while with the people that you love must be fucking awesome in some ways.
It's great, no, I love it. And I mean, like, the homeschooling thing is very difficult for those of you out there who've got kids, and you'll know that we're talking about. It's mental, it's impossible.
Yeah, my sister's homeschooling.
It makes you feel really stupid as well, because the maths that I learned when I was young, they don't do anymore. So I'm trying to figure out what she's doing, and I'm like, that's wrong. And she's like, no, you're wrong. And then we had an argument.
Let me take the internet, because the internet will be right. That never lies, right?
Yeah. So I gave up on that, and we just started doing sewing and art and playing music and just dancing and stuff.
Your version of school, what it would be.
My version of school. I was shit at maths, but me.
Yeah, me too. So it doesn't count. It doesn't even matter, right? Just debating.
No.
Sorry. Apparently our Wi-Fi is very dodgy in this picture. Well, you very kindly joined us for week 2 of our film club, which we're doing to try and help distract people and get lots of people around the world who are at home by themselves, included, and chatting. Week 1 we were in England for Shaun of the Dead. This is week 2. We thought we'd skip the whole way around the world to New Zealand, Hunt for the Wilder People, which is obviously one of the films which we fucking love, and just wanted to chat to you about people sending some questions. Yeah. So should we fire away? Can I ask you some stuff?
Well, guess what? Turned out that my schedule is what? I'm at a really important phone call.
Hello.
Tell you what it is. Sorry. I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. I didn't say that.
Hi.
Hi. Say hi to the rest of the world.
How you doing? You guys alright? Oh my God. I scared them away. I scared them away. No, this is I'm out leaving.
That to me was not going along with her big lie about me saying no, I'd let her have a drink. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh, I was saying that luckily my schedule, I checked my calendar, I was free until about 38.
Oh, cool, me too. Yeah, me too. I think probably one of us here are.
This was easy for me.
Thank you.
There's not much of an effort.
Thank you.
Okay, I need to talk to people. Just because I talk to this 4-year-old any longer, this will do my head.
Yeah, well, it's clearly doing you wonders. Like, I have some questions. I'm very bad at this, but I'm reading the receipt. I've got an actual receipt because people send stuff in, and I feel like, it'd be nice to say what they said. Ian in Sudan said New Zealand is much more beautiful than I thought, which is obviously a very nice comment.
So, it's right. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be beautiful, but
it turned out that it was. And obviously, like, the cinematography is amazing. It shows off the country loads. And I wanted to ask you off the back of Owen's comment about, the opening and closing shots. How did you shoot them? Was that a drone? Was it a helicopter?
The opening was a helicopter. We sent DP and I wasn't in the helicopter.
I was going to ask him,
I was in the helicopter for the big chase scene. And it was on Army land, and we were there on a bunch of helicopters, and I felt so sick. I'd never really been. I'd been in one before, but not at speed. Where I didn't realize how fast they can go, and like the G-forces of a helicopter.
Yeah,
it really messes with me. Especially if you're looking at a monitor and you're trying to follow what the camera's doing, and then you're like, you start spinning out.
Did anyone do a vomit? Did anyone sick?
No one did a bomb.
Okay,
no one did that.
That's good.
I did a little wee in my pants.
On the helicopter, in your pants. Okay, you answered the question.
Oh, no, this was a different time.
Oh, right.
So, but we had a helicopter at the beginning and there was a drone at the end. We ran out of money by the time we finished shooting. Cool.
As a layman, I wouldn't have been able to tell. So I was just going to assume that you were in helicopters the entire time, even for the ground shots. You just were sitting in a helicopter. Oh, it's backwards.
Okay, that'll make it.
Oh, pressure again. I love it. That's perfect. That was a wonderful character. And then how much you right?
Next question.
So I wanted to ask you about child actors, because you manage to always find amazing ones and get really incredible performances out of them. And Boy, Jojo Rabbit, It Will to People. How do you do it, man?
Craigslist. Just put an ad out for looking for kids, and let's see what turns up. With every film I've done, I've auditioned like a lot. Like I've got like stars of the kids, just go through all the different schools. We send like the casting agents out, and they just basically just talk to thousands of kids. And you can tell pretty fast, like pretty soon in the conversation, which ones have got something and which ones are just kind of it's not really in them, or it needs to be. They need more development or something of their acting. And what I do is I try and find kids that resemble as close as possible the character that is written. And then, when you found someone like that, so Julian, he wasn't out into hip hop, and he wasn't, he had been in foster care, but his general attitude and his
wrote his own character, were very similar to what I wanted from the character that I'd written. So basically, all I had to do was just get him to learn the lines. And then that was all my job really done. It was just him being himself. Because you don't want to ask kids to act. You don't want to act to them, hey, well, so, your backstory, 11-year-old, when you were 4, this happened. You don't want them thinking about anything like that.
Did you get him into hip-hop? Do you think did he really, like, get
Not sure.
No?
Not sure if I did.
He tried, though. It must have been an education of some kind. But yeah, he's so good at it. He's so funny. And obviously he's gone on to, like, pretty amazing things as well, which must be fucking awesome for you to see.
Oh yeah, no, it's great, and he's gone on to do more stuff, and it's really nice, because the fear is that you're going to use a kid in a film and then get their hopes up that there's a career out, somewhere in this business, which is so difficult even for grown-ups.
Yeah.
They're like 11-year-old kids. So when they do go on to do other stuff, it's amazing. But I always tell them early on, this could be the only time you do it, so just enjoy it and enjoy the time off school.
Must have been a pretty full-on shoot as well in terms of locations and amount of time in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and he was like, because he was, I think he was like 11, and he wasn't used to being out in the wilderness and stuff. He's a city kid, and so sometimes he just agreed that I wanted to sit on this rotten log, so we shot everything on location, and it was like there's all these spider webs all around it, and he really looked at it and he was like, I don't know if my character would sit on that. and I was like, oh, I feel like your character would, he's so tired. He's like, nah, I think my character would just lean against this rock over here. So let's just do that. So,
and how often did he win in those situations? Or are you pretty much like, you're a kid, you've got to listen to
I don't want to have an argument with the 11-year-old. And then they have to put out the emotions card, and then, I've seen other guys trying to shoot using.
And trying to force the kids to sit on a spidery log.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm trying to mostly scout this for the film. So I would usually get in, or try and figure out a way of convincing them that it was their idea. That's always a good one.
Like reverse psychology. Apparently it's great tactic. I do the chemistry between everyone in the film is so amazing, particularly like him and Sam. And as someone that watches films and loves them, obviously you want to believe that everyone is still friends and stuff. Was that a film where everyone stayed in touch?
I'm still very close to Sam and Julian, and there's also a lot of my other friends in the film as well. Rachel House, who plays Paula, the social welfare worker. She basically in all of my films. She plays Jeff Goldblum's bodyguard in Thor. She's been in some, and she's also done a lot of the coaching of kids on my films as well, like the acting coaching, because it's, directing a film, you don't really have much time after work to go and then teach a kid the lines for the next day or stuff, so you're prepping so many things. It's always never acted before, it's quite good to get someone else in to just help them understand what the scene is and stuff. Oh, look at that lady behind me.
Who's that? Who's she?
That's I don't know what the name of that painting is. Can someone else say that? Or say what it is if you're out there and know it?
On the bottom. We've got a lobster phone. The old classic lobster phone behind us.
Yeah.
Apparently our Wi-Fi is so atrocious that you can't see anything, and I'm a big pixelated mess. So sorry for that.
Yeah. But that's just the way that I remember seeing you anyway, because of being on the podcast. You're always a bit blurry to me anyway.
Likewise, this feels completely normal and natural, right? I know, man. I wonder when the next time that anyone will get to go out will be. I guess we'll see. I had a question from Moni in Saudi Arabia, and wanted to ask you, what movie do you go to when you need a pick-me-up, particularly at the moment?
I've been going to some romantic comedies. I don't know why. It was just sort of started, and then it's things these films I've never seen before, and I think just being trapped in a house and not being able to do much, I just really can't appreciate anything at the moment. I watched in one whole day, I watched One Fine Day, George Clooney and Michelle Pfeiffer. Great. Sleepless in Seattle, I've never seen.
Wow.
What do you think? While you were sleeping with Bill Pullman and Sandra Bullock.
Oh,
Great. And what's the other one? The other Nora Ephron one. You've Got Mail.
Oh, You've Got Mail. Yeah, which I just like to think of the sort of the period of time where email was as mystical as it is in that film. And what's it like watching it through the lens of 2020? Does it hold up?
Not much. No, there's not a lot in any of the films that holds up really. There's like that's pretty preposterous. It's like suddenly, I mean, like Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks had one scene together at the top of their Empire State Building. Well, apart from that one, like there's like, I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah. Exactly.
And then you're like, and then they start holding hands, and then they're holding hands.
Yeah, there must have been some fucking great emails to lead to that. And they're not there.
Yeah. That's right.
That's quite an impressive quadruple bill. That was one day.
Yeah, I love it. What else have I watched? I mean, comedy wise, I'm looking at it. Like The Other Guys, it's really good. It's stupid laughs.
Oh yeah, that is so good.
That's pretty. In general,
I mean, it feels like now you sort of don't want to be watching anything too challenging or dark if you're me. At the moment, and in our house, we're sort of like trying to steer away from the stuff that maybe before I would have loved, but being challenged.
So there was a big thing where everyone wanted to watch like Contagion and Outbreak and all those things, which I did watch them, and I thought, it was great watching these things. Now I don't want to see this.
We watched Contagion for research like a month or so ago, and I immediately regretted it because in my dreams they all seeped into one big film, and it was reality. So. It's pretty good. Dude, I feel like we've had you for ages, and I feel like I said you go. But I wanted to. There's one.
Yeah, my food is around.
As one final question, Alan from Houston asked, "What are Taika Waititi and Dan Smith's best bird call impressions?"
Bird call.
Yeah, have you got one? I got this.
I got one.
Okay.
Birdie, 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 birdie. Come on, give me a birdie. Come on, birdie.
Dude, you wiped the floor with anything that I could have done. Thank you so much. It's so nice to see you, man. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, you too, brother.
Thank you for bringing it. Miss you too, mate. Take care. Stay safe.
Around, lovely to hang out a little bit.
Yeah, nice.
Take care.
Take care. All the best. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much, Taika, for joining. That's awesome. I'm going to get back to Kyle real quick so we can finish chatting about what we were talking about. We had lots of questions from you guys. Thank you to Taika for joining. It was really fun to see him. Sorry about my apparently terrible Wi-Fi. What can I say? So I'm going to find Kyle and we'll play this in the meantime.
This one is, I mean, the last one was great, but this one is, you put effort in, more effort, I would say. It's very good.
Last week I decided to try and do a jingle at about 45 minutes before we were due to start. This time I had a little bit more time to think about it. So yeah, sorry for cutting you off for Taika.
Dude, also, left out of the Buzzcut Club. Clearly.
Yeah, he joined.
It's crazy. So, but Dan, how about this, Dan? I've got some questions for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's just look back. I've written them, got them right down. I've written them all down. So, right, here's one. This is from Annie in Argentina.
Oh, hi, Annie.
What part made you cry the hardest?
None of it, because I have a heart of stone.
Annie, you tried, didn't work, mate.
What part made you cry the hardest?
I mean, I don't know.
I think when she dies, it's pretty devastating and shocking. And a bit like a Disney movie, like the best Disney movies. It reels you in at the beginning, thinking that life is this wonderful, naive, happy place, and then snap. Yeah, and then pulls the rug. And it's devastating.
I mean, there's a nice bit about like the famous the funeral scene where you're kind of, because it's turning that line between kind of, it's really funny, but it's also like it's totally devastating, and everyone's there and it's really empty. But obviously, Piper as the priest, like just his speech is just incredible, and you're kind of laugh crying. It's that happy thing.
It's one of the most cringe-worthy. It's one of those, but it's so brilliant, and apparently based on an experience that he had at funeral. Can you imagine?
Really?
Yeah, can you imagine? I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
If you were stuck in the bush, it's from Will. It's from Will from the UK. I wonder if it's our Will. That would be amazing. I don't think it is.
That way to ask me.
Yeah, you could have just texted us. If you were stuck in the bush with 1% battery left, what would be the last song that you'd listen to?
Ooh. I mean, would you waste it on a song?
Yeah. Help!
You know what I'll do? I'll play as much of this episode's jingle as I could before it ran out.
I reckon you could get at least two
repetitions. That's what I'm going for, man.
Ali from the USA wants to know, what rapper would you name your dog after?
Oh, it's hard, isn't it?
It's really hard.
Because personally, I'd require a dog.
Yeah. Carl, using our imagination. These are films. They're not.
I didn't realise at all.
Come on.
So my dog, big Rottweiler. I mean, is Lil Bow Wow? Is that too obvious?
No,
but he's also not little anymore.
No, but that's the irony, right?
Exactly.
There you go.
Thank you.
Right. What have we got?
Let me hit you with one, actually, by the way.
Okay. Sorry, I'm an eager interviewer. What can I say?
Okay, right. How long do you think that each band member would last in the wild? So, like, we're all dropped on an island, all different places.
So we're not together?
Oh, no.
It's like a battle royale competing Lord of the Flies thing.
I don't think battle royale because you and me are flattened. Like, as in, you and me to survive, we have to be separate.
Yes,
So, okay, we're all on separate islands by ourselves. Who's going first? Who's going last?
I'm going to say I'd go first because I have no skills.
Right.
I'll leave it at that. No skills and no upper body strength. So I couldn't really get far. I think, I don't know, I feel like Woody would last the longest, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. He's like ferocious. I don't know. Is that what I'm saying?
I can imagine him like just being like he's built that he used to be a caveman.
And he looks the part as well. He looks the part.
Because Will.
I'm also going to say, Kyle, also me and you, we're city people. We're from London. I don't think we'd last. We'd be like, where's the tap? Where's the fridge?
I'll be seeing little spidery logs and be like, no, I'm not going near that spidery log.
Yeah, no, me neither. Tap it. Yeah. Imagine asking a child to sit on a spidery log and they're like, I just don't want to. Yeah, no. And then I don't think Will's got Will's just like a slightly, he's like a slightly more, he's probably got a bit more meat on him, not because he's not fat, just because he's got a muscle. I think maybe he's because of that he'd probably last longer because he'd get to, his body would digest itself and that would be great. I think I've got one more question.
Let's do it. Hit me.
We're going to go with, that's quite a serious one from Ella in Norway, but it is good. How are you dealing with quarantine? What's the difference between now and everyday life?
It's weird. It's weird because not that I would go out like loads all the time anyway.
Yeah.
But just knowing that I'm not allowed to go out makes me feel weird. Like, I could probably sit in my house for 3 days and I didn't realise I'm not left. But the fact that I'm not allowed to, it's way more, it's a state of mind.
So anything when you're told you can't do it, suddenly it's the thing you want to do the most.
Exactly, yeah. And like, just, like, I've got like a keyboard here and shit, so I can just, like, try and, like, just do music stuff, or, like, I did a nice puzzle.
Nice.
Watching films, like, you know, thanks to you, and also, like, you know, there's so many, like, it's a great time to catch up on all the books that everyone tells you need to read, but you've never had the chance to, and all the films and all the albums and all that stuff. Like, I mean, there's really no excuse anymore. Now is the time.
I know. I feel like there's no expectation that we're all going to have to come out of this having learned something amazing or read a load of things. I think for some people, like Bim keeps saying, I think she's so right, she keeps saying, actually for some people they should just be allowed to be and not feel any pressure or expectation to do stuff. But
that's really nice,
yeah, which I completely agree with. Dude, thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure as always.
You are the host. Thank you.
I am the host.
You are the we in this. I'll see you next week. I think we're going to take it next week. I'll see you next week.
And another surprise guest, I hope.
Yeah, it'll be a surprise guest. Dude, thank you so much.
Easy.
I'll see you soon. See you later. Bye. Thank you, Kyle. All right, we have a couple more people to chat to before I leave you alone. Sorry that last week I was like racing through it, and this week this has been a long time already. But we want to get our film expert Charlotte in. Let me go find her. Excuse my inability to use Instagram. Give me 1 second. Right, Charlotte, where are you? Here we go. I'm just trying to play the jingle again. Nah, I'll leave it. I'm getting really nervous about having to sing the Ricky Baker song. Charlotte, hello!
Hello, how you
doing? Welcome back. Week 2.
Have
you laminated yours?
Yeah,
have you laminated yours?
Yeah, it's really like big and laminated.
Oh, I'm so impressed. I wish I had it laminated. That's a really weird thing to say. I don't wish I had laminated, but I am jealous of yours. How are you doing? How's it going?
I'm good. I'm locked in. So I'm locked in my house and then locked in my house because I've had that evil corona cough.
Oh, bollocks.
Yeah. So I've only been able to lean out the window to bang the drum so that I'm in. But I want to hear about you because you've been to a wedding, I hear.
Yeah, I went to some friends of ours were meant to get married in the Philippines yesterday, but obviously that had to get cancelled. So they recreated it on Zoom, and loads of us got together, and I went to my first Zoom wedding, and it was amazing. It was really amazing. Karen works in the NHS and has been working so hard overtime, helping in the corona crisis. So it was just amazing to all get together on Zoom with the tropical background, and get to see that. It was so special. And then we all stopped at 8 o'clock to go and clap on the NHS.
And love and NHS and everything. Just brilliant.
Yeah.
Did you play them?
What's that? Yeah, no. I was asked to play a song for them, which I did, but it was probably as terrible as my Ricky Baker song will be in a minute. But yeah, how are you doing? How are you feeling?
I just wanted to talk about, because last week I got great. Am I getting it right? We're out this time.
Take it around.
This is terrible for me. The Bastille test. We got a really good response from people asking about it and wanting to know more. And unfortunately, this film fails that. It doesn't have. And I was thinking about a lot of Titus films. They're quite male orientated. They don't really center around women. But I also feel like that doesn't really bother me. I don't know if it bothers you. Because they're such great movies. Yeah,
I feel like in this film in particular, I don't think it passes the vector test, but the characters, the characters that are there, I feel in terms of representation, it does a good job, and I think there's something in Titus films about these absent women both in this film and Boy. These characters, they're maybe not as present as they could be, but they are so important to the narrative, and they're these sort of big, powerful, funny, complicated figures that are so that I think mean a lot, and they kind of profoundly echo through the stories. And often, I think often in a way, sometimes the male characters are almost, even though they're more present, they're in relation to the women, like they're the husband of or the widow of these women.
And Jojo Rabbit passes the Bastille, so
exactly. Yes.
I want to ask what your favourite line was, because mine is "shit just got real," which is just genius. But what else?
Some of my favourite lines, I think, were the haikus. I love Richie's haiku. Trees, birds, rivers, sky, running with my Uncle Heck, living forever. I just thought was so cool. And then Heck's one at the end about him, like, me and this fat kid, we ran and ate and read books. It was the best. I think it's so brilliant. It's so sweet.
One of the questions that we were asked was, can you write a haiku about distraction tactics? And that was from Amelia in Arkansas. So I've just done a couple.
Nice. Let's see him. Bring one.
Okay, they're really cheesy. Maybe as bad as your cheesy okay. So
what is that on the jingle? What are you saying?
So sorry. No, these are really proper cheese fondue, so please apologise. This is stay in, stay safe, watch movies with us, and hang on, for this too will pass. That's quite sweet.
I like it. Oh, that's awesome.
This really got a terrible pun. Dan asked folk from this film to come and talk, but there were no tigers. Sorry. Am I alone in thinking Taika Waititi is a dude and hot?
That's brilliant. What an amazing trilogy of haikus. Which is your favourite?
I think hot, don't you? I mean, that's always got to be the best.
That last one was pretty great. We had lots of requests about haikus. Adele from Cornwall, Louise from Germany, Daniel Gardner from New Zealand, Florence from New Zealand, Amelia from Arkansas. So many requests for haikus. And there you go. You got three.
What we thought would be fun is for people to leave their haikus.
Yeah, please leave them with hashtag distraction tactics.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, so there was there's a question for you. What was from Mila in the Netherlands? What was your favourite scene in the film?
My favourite scene, well, you have already discussed it, but it was that funeral scene, because that is what's so great about Tyke. He treads that really fine line between absolute pain and disaster and hilarity, and you do find yourself, I mean, just like vegetables, but it's just such a genius eye, and it's like that you're in this terrible moment of grief, and you're trying to understand what you're being teached to, and that spirituality that's so actually confusing the hell out of you. And I just love the way it constantly tiptoes around that kind of darkness, hilarity, humour, joy, confusion, innocence. It's just joyous.
It's so brilliant. It's really beautiful film, isn't it? And it, like we said at the beginning, doesn't shy away from the darkness of life, but it shows it to be such a lovely lens. It's a really beautiful perspective. Charlotte, thank you so much for all your help this week. Charlotte put loads of work into this, into the questions and the research, and she's been amazing. So thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. I hope you look after yourself in isolation. Take care. Lots of love, and we'll see you soon. Thank you, Charlotte. Bye. All right, guys. I know this has been going on for ages. We have one more guest, and every week we try to drag in someone from the film club from around the world. And this week we have a fan from New Zealand who is here to talk to us a little bit about New Zealand. if I can find her. I don't know where she is. Let's look. I'm just going to search. Excuse me. It looks like she's not here anymore, so we might not have found her. Where is she? Okay. I might have to leave it then. I'm really sorry. There were loads of questions, and thank you so much for them all. Is Kat around? We were going to speak to Kat from New Zealand, but I can't find her. That looks like she's left. Alright, guys, thank you so much. Let me just double check if she's not there. Where is Kat? Oh, we got her. Okay. Here we go. Kat. Right, so my Instagram has completely decided to absolutely shit itself. So apologies for this super professional little bit here. Right, come on. Come on Instagram. Stop having a child. It's not doing it. Alright. Is Amy here? We have a real open here. Okay. Alright, looks like it's not working. I'm really, really sorry. Let's try, as in the function to let people in to Instagram is just not working at all. Kat, can you send me a request to join if you're listening, and I'll pull you in, because this has decided to not let me do it. I wanted to ask Kat about how she feels the film. Here we go. How she feels the film represents New Zealand and how beautifully it shows it off, but that's not going to happen. So, one more try. Alright, that's not going to go. That's not going to happen. I'm sorry, guys. Right, before I leave, we've got quite a lot of requests for me to sing the Ricky Baker song. This is going to be one of the worst things you've ever seen. Kate from the UK, Tara from Detroit, Laura from Wales, Judy from Brooklyn, Anna from Virginia, Brett from Maryland, Christina from Ireland, and Kit from Australia all requested to hear me do my best to sing the Ricky Baker song. Now, first, I think maybe should we all have a listen to how the proper one goes? Just to refresh it for ourselves, and then you can see how bad my version is.
Ricky Baker, happy birthday. Once rejected, now accepted by me. And extra, the trifecta. Ricky Baker, Ricky Baker, Ricky Baker, Ricky Baker, Ricky Baker, Ricky Baker, I'm now Ricky Baker.
Alright, that's how it's meant to sound. I'm so embarrassed about how bad this is gonna be. Ricky Baker, now you're up 13 years old. You are a teenager, now you're good as gold. Ricky Baker, happy birthday. Once rejected, now accepted by me. And extra, this trifecta. Ricky Baker, 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 Ricky Baker. Sorry, that was so fucking awful. You'll never hear me sing the Ricky Baker song again because it's done best in the film. Guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you so much to Taika. Thanks to Charlotte. Thanks to Kyle. Thank you to everybody for all your questions. We'll be back announcing the next film very shortly. I hope you've enjoyed Distraction Tactics. Thank you all for joining. We're setting up Distraction Tactics Book Club as well. If anyone has suggestions, I hope this has been fun and distracting. And thank you to everybody who's helped put it together. cheers for watching, and I'll see you soon. I'm going to leave you with the jingle once more, just because I'm trying to pretend this is a professional outfit. So I'm just going to keep playing it like it's some sort of TV show or something. So like. Bye everybody, thank you for tuning in, and Kat, sorry that I didn't manage to get you on. Next time, I promise, and I'm sure what she would have said would have been amazing. Take care everybody, look after yourselves, and we're always here if you need distraction or if you need anyone to chat to, always reach out. Look after yourself, lots of love, bye.